Yo kids, Peter from Panda here. Hey, just bought myself this Goma Squid. It's a flexible tripod for smartphones, small phones, and all GoPro editions. So I thought I'd unpackage it here. You've probably seen flexible tripods before, but I just thought I'd give you a preview of what you can expect from this one because they're all maybe a little different, and I thought this one looked interesting. I wanted one for a couple of reasons. And first of all, there's the tripod, and it comes with two other pieces. It comes with a mount that screws on and is the typical 3-tabbed GoPro mount. And it also comes with one of these universal spring-loaded holders that screw on the top, and then you can put any type of smartphone or camera or whatever you want in there. You can find these all over the place. But where the real money is on this tripod. So the cool thing about it is, like any tripod, you could spread the legs, set your device up on the top here, and I'll use the universal mount because it would theoretically just go on the top here, screw in. It's kind of the standard fixed bolt at the top. And then use this just like any other tripod. Set it on the ground, shoot videos like I'm using a tripod right now to do, take still photos, time-lapse, etc., etc. There is a wing nut right here, so I can loosen this up, and what that will allow me to do, so it looks like, is it's spreading these two pieces, these kind of clamshell pieces, so that the ball joint here for the tripod, or for the mount itself, can move around. So if I were to angle this down, because maybe what I would do is I'd angle it down into this slot this way, so I was, say, facing a table if I were shooting something in front of me like this. Then I could tighten this down. That thing is going to be in there pretty nice and tight. The tighter you tighten it here, the less likely it is to move. And then there also looks to be a couple of pieces up here, and let's see if I can tell you what they do. Okay. So what this does is there's a little button here that pulls down this tab. The screw portion is kind of this little pie-shaped wedge that fits into the holder right here. So you put the screw up, and you slide it in, and it clicks into place. To remove it, you would pull that push that button down and slide it out. And this is good for a couple of reasons. One, if I screw this on here, and the nut has come loose or something, you can use a flathead screwdriver and tighten it down. You probably won't have to do that much, but you want to slide that in there, and it'll click into place. This little screw bar here is basically so I can unscrew it, pushing it against the tab. Now I don't have to worry about inadvertently hitting this tab and having this whole thing fall out. So this is pretty clever. Once I loosen it back, now I can press the button down and this will slide right back out. Put it in, screw that down, can't push the button, the sucker isn't coming out. Alright, so that's pretty cool. The legs are pretty nifty here. One, they pivot just like any tripod, and they're pretty stiff, so you don't have to worry about them kind of bending. Each of these little gray bands are like a soft, they kind of feel like a microfiber wrapped around neoprene. So they're squishy and they're pretty grippy. And then the band in between that create these little bumblebee stripes are the same material. So you have not only squishy material on the outside, but then you have some negative recessed areas here, which will also give you a little more grippiness. Now, the legs, the very bottom of the legs, the feet here, there's a little plastic collar right here, a little hardened plastic collar, and then these feet are rubber. Not hard rubber, but they're not super soft rubber either. So they're kind of like, I don't know. They kind of feel like a little like tire rubber maybe. Now the legs themselves should bend, and that's where these flexible tripods really shine. A couple things I'll mention here is they are pretty stiff, and I like that. It does not seem like each segment here is hinged. It's kind of like a very fine telescoping metal rod or metal tube in the middle, so that you can really maneuver them, but you're not limited to just bending them on like in between these wrapped pieces here. So you can really get a lot of different shape with it, and all of these legs will do that. So you can bend them all in. Say you were trying to clamp it to the top of a fence post or something, you could presumably wrap it around a branch. If you were trying to do some hands-free shooting, you could wrap it around your wrist, things like that. So, you know, there's going to be a lot of opportunity, one, to use this just as a regular tripod, which is what I like, because I can go on a trip, take it with me, have all the functionality of a tripod, and then if I need to, if I'm on a hike or something, wrap it around a tree or an uneven rock and be able to adjust these legs so one is higher than the other so that everything is nice and flat. That's the beauty of these. You get only added functionality over a standard tripod. So pretty useful here. I'm really like the quality of it, and all the controls have been explained. If you use a GoPro, it comes with this, so you know you should be able to just pop on your GoPro mount here and start taking some videos with that too. Peter Von Panda for the Goma Squid flexible tripod for all your electronic devices. Out!